So here's the explanation for this trick. Now first of all I will teach you a move which is very important in this trick because you have to perform it 4 times. Now the move looks like that. Okay, you basically shoot a pack of playing cards and the top card of the pack is going to be one of the aces. Now let's learn how to perform this move. So what you're basically doing is you just take the top half of the pack and shoot it on the table, but you are holding the top card in position. So the top card is still here and you're revealing the second card from the top. Now to make this happen, you have to hold the pack in this position, so your thumb is on the bottom edge, the middle and ring finger on the top edge, your pinky is just resting on the side, and your middle index finger is on top. Now, you lift up your middle finger, okay, so you're holding the pack with your thumb and ring finger, sorry about that, and you basically have to use your middle finger to lift up about a half of the cards. So it's kind of like the swing cut, but instead of doing it with your index finger, you use your middle finger to lift up a half of the cards. Okay? And of course you don't swing cut them, you just lift them up. Now once you're here, you apply a little bit of pressure on top of the top card, because when you shoot the cards, you want the top card to stay in position. Now, to be able to shoot the cards, you have to do this motion. Okay? So this gives you the power to shoot all the cards above this big break here. Okay? And when you get to here, you release your grip. Okay? And since you apply a little bit of pressure on top of the cards, the top card will stay in position, and when the cards get here on the table, they usually spread, and that's of course a great view for the spectator. And then you just reveal the top card, which is going to be one of the aces when you have the setup. Okay? But in fact it's the second card from the top. Now one more time. You're here, lift up your middle finger. Okay, lift up about a half of the cards, apply a little bit of pressure on top of the cards using your index finger. Do this move here. Okay, and I prefer to do it in a diagonal way, because when the cards land on the table, they usually spread. You can also do it this way, or I don't know, this way, it doesn't matter. But usually the best way to do it is this diagonal way. Okay? So you're here, you have to do this move. When you get to here, you release the grip and apply a little bit of pressure. And by doing that, the top card stays in position and you reveal the top card. So that's the move, the secret move actually. And now let's see how to perform it with the setup. So here's the setup. For this trick, you need the 4 aces and 4 random cards. Okay, in this case, I have 3 face cards, but that doesn't play a big role in this case. Now, you place a random card facing up, then the ace, random, ace, random, ace, random, and ace. Okay, so that's basically your setup, and you take this whole pack and place it on top of the deck. So, to get started, you give the card several shuffles, but you have to keep the stack on top of the pack, and you can give the cards some false cuts and false shuffles. Now, once you have performed some false shuffles, you do the move I teached you before. And now I have to give you one more tip. And when you shoot the cards, you just want one card to stay on top of the pack. So you just want the top card to stay in position. Now, if the cards are sticky, it's possible that several cards, maybe the top 2 cards, stay in position. And if that's the case, you would reveal the third card, which is a random card, and you don't want this to happen. Okay, so I prefer to use a new decks, and if you don't have new decks, just be careful and perform it right. Now you do the move and reveal the first ace. Now you take this pack again and place it on top. Okay, now you're again in the same position, a random card, and the second card is an ace. Okay, you perform again some shuffles, false cuts and so on, and do it one more time, and you do this whole sequence 4 times, okay, with the full shuffles and false cuts, and then the last time you perform your full shuffles, false cuts, and reveal the 4th ace. And that's basically the end of the trick. The only hard part is to get used with the secret move actually, but that's the only part where you have to practice a little bit. The rest of it, it's very easy. And I hope you enjoyed it. That's it. I'll see you next time.